Just wanted to stop in to say hi, to see how your Tuesday is going. Y'all, I'm already tired. Today is my baby girl's birthday. It's her sweet 16, so we're going to be partying later. Yep, on a Tuesday, we're going up for my baby and my baby daddy. Shout out to Robert Ross. Rest in peace, baby daddy. We love you, we miss you, and we're going to celebrate you today, too, along with your daughter. But guys, I probably won't do my 2 hours today. Eek! I probably will not be on later because I will be celebrating. I've already been out today at Walmart. I took my daughter to get her hair done. Where else did I go today? Oh, I was at Walmart for a little bit. But I got some shopping content for you guys. So today you'll be seeing Walmart shopping content. Hey, entertainment you love. Thank you for stopping by. I was on your other channel. I was on my other channel and I didn't realize it. See the real Howard. But I got to go back and watch that live too that you did. I think it's for the members only. So yeah, I want to go back and because I caught the end and plus I was. Sometimes I like to listen to people go live instead of driving. I don't know. I like listening to people talk. So sometimes I know people like to hear what's going on and hear other people talk, so I come on. I'm feeling a little better, but I haven't been able to get a lot of sleep because I've been a little under the weather. So last night I didn't get a lot of sleep, and then I had to get up early today. The night, what was it? Sunday night I didn't get a lot of sleep, but we're cleaning up the house because you're having an event, so you got to do a deep cleaning. So we were deep cleaning the house and decluttering over here. Had a lot of stuff in my garage. I did a deep clean of the garage just at the end of the year, but these girls, all we do is buy, and then once they start accumulating things, they just think they can just box it up and take it to the garage. So we gave a lot of stuff away again. So I didn't get a lot of sleep yesterday, suffice it to say, because I was outside cleaning out the garage and I had some papers and stuff. A lot of doom piles around the house. When you're like me, you have anxiety, and I don't know if I'll check my emails every day, but that paper mail it'll go into a stack. It's nothing that I want to concern myself with most of the time. And so all of a sudden I have these little piles of mail that I need to go through that I think is important, and it never is. But how are you today, entertainment you love? I saw you going live earlier. So I know you're busy running your business and all of that. You got so much going on, and yeah, and still you're still supporting your crew, Yo Yo Gang, Streamers University. I'm loving every minute of it. And how I love it for me is that I've been showing up for myself and showing up to my YouTube every day because if I get tired or I'm not feeling well, I might not really, come on YouTube like that. But I do try to post content regularly. But you already know your girl's not a live person. Hi, Facade. How are you today? Thank you for coming in. What you got going on, Facade? How was your Tuesday going? Thank you, Yo Yo. I appreciate that. So, I hope everybody, like I said, is enjoying their Tuesday. God woke us up this morning. Summer's here. Summer, just for me, is like, I don't know, it just feels like, just feels like it's time to just chill and enjoy life a little bit, right? So, yeah, I had to go pick up her cake from Walmart. I didn't really like how it came out, so I had them go back in and add some roses and things. But my older daughter said she liked the cake once I had them do that. Hi, Amy. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. Jate, how are you today? Thank you for joining the live and stopping by. What you guys got going on? Yes, we all have been so busy. Yo, we've had proms, content creation. We've had birthday parties. I know you had did it up big for your baby boy. Running businesses. I have. It's like, ugh, it's like there's not a day that I'm not doing anything, and if I'm doing nothing, then I'm still doing something. So, how many hours are you ahead of California, Yo? My mom's stepsister, she lived out here in California. She grew up out here with my mom and her siblings, and then she went to back to Detroit, and she stayed there for a while. Okay, so you're like 2 hours ahead of me, but yeah, my mom's stepsister, her family, well, I'm not sure where they're from, but they moved to Michigan, and she kind of was out there for a while. Then she did come back out here to California, but um, I never knew. Like I hear you say, "What up, though?" And my mom's stepsister, she always says that, "What up, though?" Whenever she sees you. And then I heard you say that. You were like the second person I heard say that, Yo. So I'm like, oh, that must be a Detroit thing, because you guys are the only people I really heard say that. So yeah, it's late for you, huh? It's getting late. So you go home and unwind. Are you gonna cook tonight, Yo? Yeah, in California, it's what's up or what's happening. Like, but I'm always saying, or everybody always says like, "What's up?" or something like that. "What's up? How you doing?" or something like that. But I always say, "Hey," and the reason why I always say "Hey" to everybody is because probably getting it from my friends that I grew up with that are from the South, and my stepfather who's from the South. He always says that, "Hey." They always say, "Hey, how you doing?" like that. So that's what I say. But everybody has their regional dialect and things like that. And if you're from that area, you'll know that that's from where they're from. But yeah, I think you're very cool people, Yo. And I'm not the type of person that just says it. I think I told you that before. So yeah, I asked my husband, "Are we going out to dinner or eating at home?" I think I'm cooking. I gotta cook because my Robyn is very, very particular about what she'll eat, and she opted to have pizza and party wings, but she likes her party wings fried at home. Me and the other girls will go out to eat in a heartbeat. Robyn will eat at home, and Robyn will cook her own food. So she likes for me to cook, but if I don't cook, then she got it. She'll cook what she likes. So I got some party wings. I'm gonna fry those up. And Robyn likes this honey garlic sauce I make, so I'm gonna do half that way, and then I'll probably do some just regularly fried because my mom is coming and she doesn't like all that sauce. So I'll do some regular fried chicken, and then I'll do some honey garlic, and then I will also do like hot wings. And then I'll order pizza from Domino's. So I'm gonna order a few pizzas, and it's not gonna be a big event, just a few people, family and friends. But Robyn wanted to have a sweet 16, and I wanted to give her one. So, and this is my type A child. Um, she's that kid that's not going to give you any problem. She knows who she is. She knows what she likes. And as long as you don't step on her toes, you're good. She's not. I was saying that last night how my 13-year-old and my 18-year-old, they go at it like cats and dogs. They're constantly going back and forth. I'm like, would you two shut up? And Robyn's just back, kicking back, observing, and not saying anything. So, just leave her be, and she just chill. And she'll talk to me a lot, but You know, she'll only talk to other people like if they talk to her. Or, you know, she's a little bit more outgoing this year than she was before. So here, if they say what's up, it's like you ready to throw hands. I know, right? Like, what's up? Like, what's up? What's going on? What's up? We say that too, like, what's up with it? Like, we'll say, what's up with it? But usually, like, if you say, what's up, it's like, what are you doing? What you got going on? Or just like, hey, what's up? Like, hey, like, you know, it depends on the inflection or the tone of voice you have as to what that person means. Because, like you said, like, what's up could mean, like, let's get down or whatever. If you guys can't hear, let me know because I have two fans going. And, oh, it's so hot outside. It's not as hot as it usually is, but it's pretty hot. So I've been outside and out and about. And I was in Walmart, right? And you guys know how I've been wearing my Donna Karan. So, or Donna Karen. I had the deodorant on, I had the spray on, and I was just walking by, and this lady was like trying to run me down, like, what do you have on? You smell so good. And I was like, okay. So I feel really fresh out here in these summer streets. So if you guys have been thinking about it, get that Donna Karen. I know, yo, you asked me to tell you about it, but it's worth it. It's really worth it. And I see now they have two deodorants for 65. I guess, but I'm gonna use my Macy's bucks or whatever I have, and I'm gonna probably order more for me. Yeah, it's been hot. Yesterday it was like, what is it gonna be today? Let me look at the temperature. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, it's 97 right now, but yeah, it's gonna be up to 99, a lot cooler than it has been. So tomorrow it says it will be 101 degrees and what 76 on Saturday. That's crazy. But it's gonna cool down into the 80s. It's going to there's going to be a cool down as of Friday, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that because I know once July comes, it's gonna be crazy. And I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but now that I've gotten older, I don't know. I guess I need to lose weight. But as soon as that heat hits me, I get super hot and I need to go right back in. I can't do it. I can't even do it. Not even for a little bit. I don't even want to do it. That hundred anything that's three digits and up, no. So I'm in a house under the fan and I'm just relaxing. I told my daughter I'm gonna take like uh, a little breather, and then I'm gonna get up and start frying her chicken. I She went and got her hair done. It came out nice. The same girl that does my silk presses, she also does Kamaria's hair, and Robyn got her hair done. So I don't know if I'll post that today or tomorrow. I'll probably do like a little sweet 16 footage. I feel you. I hate when it's too hot. Yeah. I mean, I love the summer because I like sunny days. I don't necessarily like it to be hot though. So when it gets too hot, then I guess it's pointless for it to be a sunny day because who wants to be outside when it's hot, right? But I do like the feeling. It's just a different feeling for summer. And we got Juneteenth coming up too. Are you guys doing anything for Juneteenth on what is it, Thursday? I I usually go to the park and I usually be around other people celebrating Juneteenth. I don't know if I'm doing that this year. I don't know. I I've been like wanting just barbecue ribs so much, and I think I saw somebody have them on sale, the St. Louis style, and I got a brand new grill. I was supposed to barbecue on Memorial Day, and I wasn't feeling well, so I didn't. But I'll probably barbecue ribs and make some greens and get some potato salad and baked beans and stuff. I probably want to do that and just stay home and listen to music. I don't know. I don't know. I might go to the park, but like I said, I don't really want to be out there in that heat. So that might make me stay in. Thank you everybody for joining. Please hit my thumbs up button, and also if you're new to the page, go ahead and hit that subscribe. You're gonna love it here. Um, since you all are here, all six of you, I am having a pajama party on live. I'll be all the way live. That means I'm going to be in full effect in my PJs. I think I'm going to do it from my bedroom. I don't know if I get a red light special. No, I'm just playing. But I'm going to be in my bedroom in my PJs, and we're going to chill. We're going to laugh. Whatever you like to drink, bring that. Bring your drinks, bring your snacks. I think I'm going to have like my snacks laid out, my drink. My drink is probably just going to be like my ice water and my Stanley because I stopped drinking a couple of years ago. I don't know. I just didn't want to drink anymore. But this will be the occasion for it because we're going to have fun. It's going to be a whole key. We're going to play games. I'm going to stream live from StreamYard. So I'm going to have people come on and, join me on live and all of that. So get your PJs and let's get it cracking. Hey, what's up, TSM the rapper? What have you got going on today? What's up? And heck yes, we're gonna have some fun. You're gonna stop by the Pajama Jammy Jam this Saturday? Yo, yo, did you get your pajamas? It's the mommy money getter. Damn right. I just got some pajamas today from Walmart. I think I put it on a short. So since I was there picking up stuff, I said, let me go ahead and grab some PJs for the pajama party. So before I forget, and then have to come back out to Walmart. I'll probably have to go back out to Walmart anyway. I'm always in Walmart. You know I'm popping up in full effect. Yes, make sure you do. It's going to be Saturday from 6 p.m. until. So I'm gonna get some rest because sometimes your girl be slacking. So I'm gonna give me some rest. I'm gonna make sure I rest up so that I can go the distance. However long it lasts, it's however long it lasts. I'm gonna be up. I'm gonna be cracking jokes. I'm gonna let my hair down, and we're just gonna have fun. It's gonna be an adult situation. Like I said, we're gonna start at 6 p.m. and as long as everybody is engaging and everybody is joining in the fun. I don't know if you guys have any ideas that you think I should do during the pajama party. Let me know. You got your PJ yo yo. That's what's up. I knew my girl was gonna be ready. Kendall says she's ready. Yes, I'm gonna do it on StreamYard. I gotta get with you. I want to ask you about how to do that because guess what? I've never been on StreamYard, only on somebody else's. So I don't know if I need to pay for it or if I should do it for free. I don't know. But I'm used to using Zoom. Can you use Zoom or should I do it through StreamYard? Good question, you love. Yes, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'm gonna do like a game night. I have this game. It's called Bye Felicia. I'm gonna go through the cards and see if there's good questions on there. But I was thinking of Never Have I Ever and maybe like a Truth or Dare type situation. I don't know. Like them guys, let me know because this will be my first time doing this pajama jammy jam. So, and I don't know. I, like I'm in between wanting to chicken out, but I got the pajamas already. I got new pajamas. I think they're super cute, and I constantly keep trying to promote it and hype it a little bit. So I guess I'm ready to do it. But yeah, you can use the free version and just copy the link and send it to those you want to join. You can also drop the link in the chat. Okay, so I'll drop the link in the chat, and then the people who I probably know they would be the people that I'll let on. So I'll just put the link in the chat and do like and pin it so that people, if they want to join, they could be in the waiting room or whatever. Let me know if I'm on the right track, and then I will allow those people in who I know or who who I've been interacting with already, because you already know it's gonna be some weirdos. Don't use Zoom. Do it on StreamYard. Link your YouTube channel so that you make sure that it counts as your hours and it counts to the channel. Okay. Yo, you have my email. Email me all that stuff, girl. If you have time, I know you're super busy. Q&A doing would be cool. A question and answer. What kind of questions and answers though? TSM? Yes, keep them in the waiting room and let them in. Yes. I will. So maybe I'll do like, I don't know. Like guys, like I said, I have my email. You can send any questions or suggestions you may have to cdarrell at Gmail or my other business website, business email, and I'll check them if you guys have any suggestions. I'm also going to do like a community post, and I'll post it up there too, and probably do an official flyer, another cuter official flyer. But I don't really have a lot of stuff that I would show in my pajamas, but so that's why I didn't do it. But if it's successful, who knows what we'll do with this? I haven't seen anybody else doing like a pajama party on live. I'm sure plenty of people have, but I just never been a part of it. So you're going to have to put up a post and have people to drop questions for the Q&A. Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll do a ask me anything, and I might answer your questions on Saturday. Just like nothing personal, just fun questions, favorite foods, things to do, etc. That's a good suggestion, TSM. You never seen it either, yo? Me either. Like, I'm quite sure people have had pajama parties, but I don't know. I haven't seen anybody do it live and then have other people come on in their pajamas and have their snacks and their drinks, whatever it is you like to do, whatever YouTube lets us get away with. I don't know if you're allowed to smoke or drink on a live. I don't know what we can and cannot do on live. I don't go live unless I'm really just, I don't go live and let other people on really. So even if I do go live, so yeah, because some people's questions are probably going to be, you know what? I don't mind if they're crazy. I can swing it. I just don't have to answer it if it's that crazy. I'll just probably look and like roll my eyes. This will be the first you heard of this too, TSM. I'm telling you, your girl Yo has got me trying to think outside of the box. I be coming up with all kinds of stuff to talk about on here. And so I don't like Chat GPT because I don't like that AI stuff. I think that is taking the place of humans' brains, right? But I've been using it lately for different things, like just to ask it different questions, just to see where I'm at. And so, do you know that all of the things that I've come up with, I went to Chat GPT just to come up with some new stuff, and they gave me all the ideas I'm already using. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm on the right track. But, or am I that one dimensional? Am I that, because if Chat GPT is coming up with the same thing I'm coming up with, and it's not new, and I'm already doing it, like, am I just, so I'm trying to think outside the box, because it's one thing for me to come on here and go live for 2 hours, but like you were saying, yo, this should be the time that we're really investing in our channels and really pushing ourselves. And I think that's what it's about. But we'll talk about more about that during our streamer university party or our meetup or whatever. Yeah, because at that point in time, we'll talk about like what we learned about ourselves and how we improved and different things like that. But that's what I've been wanting to do is just like think outside of the box and try to get like new people to join and subscribe to my page and different things like that. I was in Tycoon's, Richie the Tycoon's live last night, and one of his tycoons came to my channel and was like, yeah, you need to get better content. And I was like, what? So I'm like, but I didn't take offense to it. I was just like, everything isn't for everybody, but sometimes, you might be thinking that you're on the right track and you can't let comments like that distract you. But you should also consider them too because there's no such thing as bad criticism. Well, you know, even if somebody isn't saying something the right way, you should always take criticism into consideration, just so that you can it could help you improve or correct something that you're doing. But yeah, I want my channel to grow. I'm highly committed to um, seeing my subscriber ship, my subscriber count go up. In June, my hours are going crazy, which I love. And I'm seeing more hours as a result of going live. So I want to continue to do live, but I do want that engagement, right? Because, like Yo, you were saying, we should probably continue this on another month. But even if I don't continue to do it every day moving forward, I do want to do lives more regularly. So what I would want is to have built a broader audience during this month of June so that it will carry over and there will be more engagement. And I don't really care how many people it is, just as long as it's consistent. And when I come on live, I know, okay, I'm going to have a wider audience. And then I know it will grow from there. Your content isn't going to please everyone. You know what? That's absolutely true. But at the same time, some like I said, sometimes it can get mundane or you'll think that you're on the right track and it's not really that. Because for me, this is how I feel about content creation. I feel like you're basically selling yourself and promoting your brand. Because once people like you, once people enjoy your content, it doesn't really matter about the niche. Everybody says, oh, make sure you have a niche, make sure you have a niche. Unless somebody is looking for something specifically, they don't care about a niche. If I'm not trying to find out, the answer to a question, how do you change a tire? How do you change your brakes? And you don't really care about the person that's giving you the information, just as long as they're teaching you something, you get it, and you can do they're providing the instructions, and you can do exactly what you want to do. Same thing with like if you want to do a recipe. As long as somebody is telling you the right way to bake that cake and you can make that cake and it tastes good, I don't think you really care about that person's personality. Let me know if I'm wrong. Hey everyone, hope y'all had a good day. Hey Cancer 66, thank you for joining my live today. How's it going? How is your Tuesday going so far? But so yeah, I feel like, you know, it's just about brand awareness and getting your face out there and connecting with people, because once people like you and they see that you're genuine, then after that, it doesn't really matter what you're coming on here doing, whether you're shopping, eating. Of course, people will have certain types of content that they like more, but really it's going to be about, do they like you, or are you entertaining them, right? I don't know. That's how I feel about it. Hey everyone, hope you all had a good day. Yeah, so my daughter's just like on pins and needles a little bit. She got her hair done, she got her dress, she got her shoes, and she's excited. She was like, Mom, I have my entrance song ready. So she wants to do a little entrance and have everybody like, see her as she comes out in her dress and everything. So I'm excited for her. So many good things are happening for me and my family this year. It hasn't been all peaches and cream. We still been dealing with life and different things like that. But my life as a mom, it just, it gets crazy a little bit. And I have to constantly remind myself to trust God when it comes to my kids. But I love being a mom and I love being able to give my kids a good life. Yeah, but so yeah. And I'm going to get on in here and go ahead and take this nap really fast. And like I said, I'll be putting out some content later, some Walmart shopping content. I'll be showing you guys a little of my daughter's Sweet 16 later, or perhaps tomorrow. It depends because I got to edit it. And then after that, I'll be preparing for my pajama party. So if you're going to join, get you some cute pajamas or whatever it is you want to wear and join us. We're going to be live and we're going to have a good time. You guys enjoy the. I know that's right. I'm glad I've connected with you, sis. I love your personality. And I like your channel too. I see the ladies over there going up for you. Also, TSM, remember I was telling you, I know you did a intro for me, and I think it was a little more rap. I also wanted to get with you on that because I wanted something a little bit more R&B and something a little bit more about like, kind of like Get Money or something like that, include that in it. But my email is in my bio, so you can send it there and let me know how much that costs, or you can let me know how much it costs to do that. What's up, Jazzy? I was about to get off, but you know what? I'm going to stick around a little bit for my girl. Jazzy brings out all the boys to the yard. Jazzy, are you coming to the Pajama Jammy Jam this Saturday at 6? Because, girl, the boys like you. I seen them. I was like, ooh. And you are just so charismatic, Jazzy. Okay, I'll be looking out for that. Like if you listen to the beginning of my lives, TSM, that's kind of like, give money, which is saying, give money. I don't know how you can incorporate that. If you could take a part of me saying that, but I know that's kind of like a little copyright issue. I don't know how we can incorporate that, but that's something that I would kind of like to have for my longer videos. Laugh aloud. Thank you. Yes, I will be there. I know Kendall says she's going to be there. Did you get your pajamas already, Jazzy J? I posted a short today from Walmart. I got some pajamas for like $17. I don't want to wear like a little gown or nothing like that. Your girl is demure, right? I got to keep it classy and PG-13. So I did find like like one of those collar type button down tops with short situations at Walmart. It was like $17. And guys, I'm always plugging Walmart. But Walmart really does have some cute pajamas, and more so than cute, they are so comfortable. OMG. But I did want, like, the pajamas I have, they also have like a camisole type gown, like one of those, and I would have preferred that. But since I'm doing the pajama party, I got the shorts. They are crazy. No, that's not bad. I'm listening in the ear and working, but if I slow down typing, it's because I'm with the customer. That's cool. Thank you for joining and chiming in, Yo Yo. Yes, they are crazy. These men are something else. But I think I heard Yo-Yo said that something similar to what I just said about the guys joining your life. But they was on you tough the other day. The other night, I saw them all just. They was like, they was on you. They was wide open. I was like, okay, Jazzy. But I like your accent, and when I go to your channel, you're just so lively, and the way you're off the cuff and you're welcoming, it's like it's cool. You got to go check Walmart out. Yeah, Jazzy got the streets going crazy. Yeah, Jazzy, you like. I know you want to get your subscriber count up, but you don't got to worry about that. It's coming up. Watch what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you're about to blow up, Jazzy. Jazzy J. Jazzy Boo's be in my chat looking for her. I'd be like, I don't know. Go look for her. Go look for Jazzy. Jazzy, you already got a fan base. What are you gonna call your fans, Jazzy? Thank you. I'll be nervous before I hit that live button. I can't tell that you're nervous. I can't tell at all. You just be doing it. You're like a natural for this. No copyright issue. I have my own studio and LLC. I got chubby and can clear anything. Just wait for it. Okay. Just let me know. Because I've been looking for an intro, but I think even the ones that said they were free, like I think I used some from Canva and I used some from another thing. I need something too, like a backing TSM. I need something like when I'm doing my longer videos. Like sometimes I want like a little music in the background. So I need something like that too. I need something for an intro, and then I need more like an instrumental. Like, so for those parts where I want to add it. And I also need to know, how do I add it? How do I add my intro? How do I add them? I guess I could add it when I'm on. I guess I'll have to figure that out. Banks was looking for you last night, yo yo. Who is Banks? Yeah, but I saw them in your chat and I was like, okay. I thought that was cute. You went live earlier that day. Okay. Yo yo's been at it. She's been on it. K Money got blocked in my chat. He was tripping. You know what? Is that one person that was tripping? Is that the one that's calling everybody their besties or something like that? Or something like that? I don't know. Because I think they were in my chat the other night talking about best friend, and I don't know. Then they was coming back and forth from between my live and I think your live one night. I'm not sure. They was like, oh, I'll be right back. I'm going to somebody else's live. I was like, okay, see you later. I think that was them. And I was like, Banks is an attention seeker that likes yo-yo attention. You know what? It's going to be some of those people. Oh, that's him? Okay. All right. Yeah. You know what? I just let him go. I know how to not pay attention, and then, I will act like I do not see him. But I saw that the other night. They were in and out of chats and, hey, best friend, and hi, bestie. It's your bestie. I don't know if it was um, I don't know if it was a female or a male. I thought it was a female actually. So, but they weren't really too bad. So I didn't. But now that you say that, that's something that I'll look out for. Yes, but it's some colorful people out there in the world. You'll think like, you just one thing about this internet stuff, you do not know who is in the background lurking, who is watching you, and who is fascinated with you, and you know, who got a little bit extra. Oh my gosh. Banks is scary and crazy. Ooh, ooh, now you make me think like he might show up at your doorstep, yo yo. I know he don't want to do that. Let me stop putting that in the atmosphere. But yeah, ooh, child. I think about that sometimes too. That's why I'm leery about. I gotta get me a. I gotta get me a PO box again, right? Because I'm starting to want to order stuff from people on here, and I also I also want to just do business with different people. So I need to open up my PO box, and I'll probably do that this weekend. Not because I don't trust people, but you just never know. And so I need to update my address on my website too. But I like to use a PO box for that reason, because you don't know who is who and what is what, or how somebody could use your information against you if you say the wrong thing or something like that. So I just try to think about that, because people just get weird sometimes. People don't have real lives off of the internet. Some people, they're really isolated, and for good reason, I don't know. Or some people just like to troll. You don't know if you're dealing with somebody who has um, a limited amount of intelligence or what, or if they just have mental illness. So yeah, you gotta, and then you don't know. The other thing is, you don't know if once you block them, if they come from another page and still continue to watch. So I just try to be cautious about that. Yeah. So um, definitely, I was watching this CC yesterday and was like, this chick is really off. I can tell by looking at them. You was watching this CC. What's a CC? Yeah. I don't know. It's just a lot of people are scary these days. People want attention. People get off on just bothering other people. So you have to really, be careful. And nowadays, I remember when I first started coming on the internet, and everybody didn't have a computer, everybody didn't have a cell phone, so it was only a certain type of people that was active online back then. So, and even back then, you still couldn't trust people like that, or a content creator. Okay. And so, but nowadays, everybody has a cell phone. Everybody. You have grown-ups pretending to be children. You have people pretending to be members of the opposite sex, catfishing people. So you just don't know. He was watching a content creator and was like, they were really off. Yeah, yeah. Some of these people don't have, they don't have any good sense, and they're just on here, and being on here gives them that attention that they're lacking in real life. A lot of people, because of how life is now, a lot of people are more active on social media. Like, people make good livings because people are watching them all day long on social media. Look at academics. I think he streams literally all day. Kai Sanat, DDG, they're like streaming like all day long. I mean, it's good money, but can you imagine that you can make millions of dollars because people are willing to watch you all day long? So, yeah, we just have to stay prayed up and stay careful, because even if you're not online, there's some weirdo somewhere. But it's definitely good to know who your weirdo is so you can eliminate them and have one less weirdo in your life. Hmm. I don't know that. You didn't know what, Jazzy, Jazzy Jane? My phone's just been going off all day. All of them. Mm, not full out. Not okay. Maybe you're talking to somebody I can't see. Cause I do that too. I have had to hide people from my channel because they just get, they start getting spammy. Oh, one less weirdo. Oh, yeah. They get spammy and or they start saying different things, and I'll just block them because I don't got time. I don't have time to argue with them. I don't want to risk losing my channel because I can go there. I have a mouth on me. DDG and them stream all day. Yeah, they're always streaming. I have never called. I think I watched Kai Cenat one time when Nicki Minaj was on there, and maybe someone else. I'm not sure, but I think they stream a lot. I know academics does. He'll stream for like the whole day during the Diddy trial. He's streaming. You know, academics is not as weird as I thought he was. He's actually pretty cool, but sometimes he be crashing out and going late. But he's a very smart guy, and he's a graduate of Rutgers University, and I think he had like some type of math degree or something crazy like that. But or something esteemed like that rather, but he's a smart guy, and he when he's in his content creator bag, when he's in his commentary bag, he does pretty good, and he's very fair, and he looks at both sides, and he'll do his commentary, he'll look up, he won't just say something, he'll look it up and go to Google and get stories and he'll go behind the story and bring you the background of the different people that he's talking about. So I like to watch him sometimes, but yeah, he'll go live from morning to night sitting in that chair, and I'm like, ooh, how do you sit in that chair all day? I know that's not good for your health. And he'll be eating, he'll be drinking, all that stuff. But streamers are the new journalists, streamers are the new entertainers, and streamers are the new wave. Like, I don't know if you noticed that Kai Cenat, he's getting invited to stream from like the Grammys. He was at BET. A lot of I think Offset was the first entertainer that I saw. I know other entertainers have probably been on there, but Offset. Now that's, you know what, I lied. I said I had never seen a pajama party before, but Offset and Kai Cenat, they did they did a sleepover. They did a sleepover and they streamed all night long. I think they did it for 2 days, and then Kai Cenat, Kevin Hart, and Drewski did like a sleepover or something like that. You never watched Kai Cenat? I mean, he's kind of goofy, but he's also funny. He's younger than me, so way younger than me. He's probably young enough to be my son. So obviously, not obviously, but I'm not his target audience. So I'm sure that he definitely appeals to the younger generation. I only watch Armand and Tisa for the Diddy stuff. I can't stand Tisa. Tisa is all over the place, and she just be putting her opinion on it, and Armand does too. But Armand, I feel like he's more. He's not just trying. He's not. It doesn't seem like he has a dog in the fight, and it seems like he's just giving you what happened. Tisa will be making up stuff, and she's, oh my gosh, blah blah blah. She's a cute girl, and I like her, but I don't know. Like, she does too much sometimes for me. But I know she has a lot of fans, and I know a lot of people like her, and she gets those super chats. So whatever she's doing, however her commentary is, however her style is, she's got people watching her, and she's doing the thing. What'd you say? Oh, I don't like Tisa. You don't like Tisa? Yeah, I think she's a cute girl, and I think, even though she's a little scatterbrained, I am too. I get tongue tied, and I forget what I was saying. But she just like, she exaggerates or embellishes a little bit. That's what I want to say. And it's like, girl, is that what happened, or is that you just throwing in? Is that you just trying to be extra? Like, keep it real, Tisa. And Armand, he does all the theatrics, more oil, more oil. But, you know, if the prosecution is doing a good job, he's going to say that. And if Diddy's team is doing a good job, he's going to say that as well. He's not going to just say that the prosecution did a good job and that the prosecution is going to win. I think they're going to win. I think Diddy knows it. And that guy that they kicked off the jury was probably his only Hail Mary. I think that was the only hope he had. And once they kicked him off the jury, I think he felt like it's over for me. I think he knew it. Yes, the theatrics had me on the floor with Armand. Yes. he he had come from behind the door, and when he started hitting that microphone like Diddy was hitting, that wasn't funny. That wasn't funny at all when he started hitting the microphone like that. Well, it was funny, but I'm not laughing at what happened in real life. I'm laughing at how he was like slapping the microphone, and he was like, "You bitch." Just the stuff. He was like, like how he was throwing the apples like he was Diddy. Like Diddy was something else. Like, I don't know. I would have been told. I don't know how he was able to keep going all those years and doing all that stuff to people and nobody told. It was, and then not only did they not tell, they wanted to go back for more. People wanted to go back for more. They was begging to come back to work with him. That's weird. Like if you push me out, somebody said he pushed them on the ground and was calling them names. If you did all that to me, and then the stuff they said he had 50 cents baby mama doing, oh no. Like you don't have enough money, and there's not enough money for me to do all that. So people was letting him get away with everything. So yeah, but now he's, his chickens have come home to roof, and he got to face the music. Anything for the lifestyle. Like at what cost? Like that's crazy. 3 or 4 men that you don't know, unprotected, and for not even just one round, right? Because we're gonna get into some things on this pajama jam. Like people want to do threesomes. I don't think anybody has not thought about a threesome. Like let's be adults. People think about stuff like that. Not enough money in the world, right? Yo, not enough. That's not enough. That's not enough. But like men and women both, I'm just keeping it real. Not everybody, because different strokes for different folks. But people have thought about, okay, like a woman has thought about 2 men, that would be fun. A man has thought about 2 women, that would be fun. Even, okay, let's turn up, let's get some stuff, let's get it popping, let's get some drinks, let's get some libations, and let's do it. But for 4 and 5 days, nonstop, to the point you have to get IVs, and you had to take a breather for 2 or 3 days. You got to be down for 2 or 3 days. That's crazy. That's crazy. And you wouldn't have. Look, if I'm saying I wouldn't do it, but I'm saying if I was getting the right money and I wanted to do it, maybe you could get me to do it once, maybe even twice. But you're not having me just calling me up on speed dial, and then I gotta be ready, and then I gotta have somebody come get my son. I'm not doing that. 50 Cent baby mama now coming out exposing him. She better be careful because 50 is with the ish. But she's 50 Cent other baby mama. What she's saying is not really new. Like that's why I'm like, why is everybody like clowning with Diddy? Because Diddy already pleaded no context to going upside Daphne's head. And then Diddy was already highly suspected of setting Shaniqua's house on fire because he wanted her to move out of there. So he did that. And that's why she don't like him. And if we know that he did that, what was he doing behind the scenes? So the baby mama had a reason not to like him. And 50 Cent is very vindictive. He's a troll. And he's just as abusive as Diddy is. When he got mad at Daphne, he went and tore her house up and put his hands on her, and he pleaded no contest to that. So let me see. You don't like to share. Right. I have never either, but I'm saying if I would, I'm saying, of course, people think about stuff like that. I'm saying, some people say, oh, he did this, he did that. No, I wouldn't do that. That's not my cup of tea. But I'm saying if I was going to do something for the money yo yo, it probably would be like a 1 or 2 time thing. Like I'm in a bind, Nate, type situation. Like I got to pay for my kids' college tuition. Like we need housing. And that's why women should have their own money. Like it's easy to get. It's easy to get these days. It's not hard for a woman to get her own money. And then the type of money that Diddy was giving her, like it wasn't like he was kicking you down like that. For what you were doing versus what you were being paid, it was like, girl, that's crazy. You having constant UTIs is crazy. Oh my God, that is weird. That is weird. Oh, he did it for real. What you think about R. Kelly being hospitalized and saying they trying to, yeah, that's crazy because he said he had a blood clot. They found out he had blood clots. He said they tried to, give him something or whatever like that. But when he went to the doctor, they found out he had blood clots, and he said he had been complaining about it for weeks. And what I think about that is your R. Kelly is going through what every other ninja is going through in prison, and if he had did right, because he got away with it. You got away with what you did to that little girl. What you did to that little girl was sick, and then you videotaped it, and the whole world had access to it. You got away with it, and what you did was you continue to do the same thing. And that's what I feel. If Diddy gets away with this, if Diddy gets out, he's not going to stop. And he's going to end up in jail anyway because people who have reprobate minds like that, who live perverted lifestyles, and I say perverted because I'm no prude, and like I said, I know people have different predilections and people have different tastes, right? But at the extent that he went to, like he had to have it constantly, like thousands of bottles of baby oil. He's paying for he's paying the guys to fly out. He's paying the girls to fly out. He's paying for all these different illegal substances. He's paying for all kinds of stuff. And I'm like, I'm surprised he has any money left for all the money he was paying out for FOs. You believe they are trying to get rid of him, Jazzy J? I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put him past them because when you are when you locked up for things like that against women and children, at some point you're gonna have to. I don't care if he is R. Kelly. Somebody would do it just to get the clout. Somebody would do it just to get the clout. Just like they did Tory Lanez. Just to say they did it. That guy went and did something to Tory Lanez. It's a lot of weird people incarcerated. So I wouldn't put it past him that somebody is trying to do something to him. And then too, especially like like some people will go and they'll get protected. It just depends. But R. Kelly, he might get exploited. People might be extorting him and wanting him to do certain things. And if he said no, somebody might try to get him off. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if somebody tried to get him, just like they tried to get Tory. Tory was almost out of here. Poor little Tory. And everybody was like, that's what he get. I don't think that's what he get. I think that he's incarcerated doing his time, do your time, and go on home. But, you know, I don't think what he did was definitely wrong. And Meg could have lost her life. Anything could have happened with that incident. But she didn't. She got some scratches and she got mad and she got her feelings hurt. The whole I think the whole event between Tori and Meg happened because she was butthurt that This little boy that she had gave it up to, I done gave you some, and you a little short midget, and then you have the audacity to try to talk to Kylie in front of me. But Kylie's a bigger person than you. Kylie's a billionaire. Why wouldn't he try to get at Kylie? He got at you. He already got at your friend, and you was with it. So why would you be surprised that? But I guess Meg thought she was just that girl. And when Tori started showing her that I already got some from you, I'm on to the next. I think that messed with her pride. That's what sent her back to Kylie's to be like, nigga, you coming with us. You not staying here. If she had just went home with her bestie wasn't even paying attention to what Tori was doing that night. And if they had just went on their merry little way, it would have never happened. So in Tori's case, I feel like, he shouldn't have did what he did. So, I guess that's what he's going being locked up is the consequences of his actions. Yes, that's the way jail work. It's about what can you do for me, right? I know people, regular people, like you're gonna get tried. They're gonna try you. Like if you're not a part of a clique, if you don't have homies in there, and even your homies, your big homies, the OGs, they might tell you got to go do this. Hey, have your mama bring this weekend, or have your baby mama sneak this in for us. So if you got an R. Kelly and they feel like, oh, you're a millionaire, you have money, they might act like they're going to protect you, but after a while, you have to come back and pay them. So that may be what's going on too. R. Kelly may owe some of them in there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But they might be trying to get rid of him. They just might. For whatever reason, for clout, for for vengeance, for just because he wouldn't do something somebody wanted. Because I saw him singing happy birthday to somebody. So so they got him in there, doing birthday shout outs. So who knows what else they have him doing. Butterfly. Hey, thank you for tuning in. What you got going on, Butterfly? All we need is Roxy, Gamer, and Kendall, and we in there. Yeah, guys, I just came on for a little bit because my daughter's been walking in here. She's like, "Oh, this person is coming. That person's not coming." And I told her, I said, "Girl, give me a little bit of time. I'll be out there in a little bit." But yeah. So, thank you guys for all tuning in. Butterfly, you working today? Spending time with your family? Yeah. Are you off today? I know you said you worked the weekends before. And do you have a son and a daughter? I think I saw you with your son. You guys were eating the egg rolls. I don't know if I commented or not because sometimes I'm just watching, sometimes I'm scrolling through. What I try to do is if I see people on live, I try to come to everyone's live. That's what's up. You work weekends? I remember when I only worked weekends. And most people wouldn't want to work weekends, but I had kids in school, so I wanted to be able to drop my kids off and pick them up. And I wanted to be home to help them with their homework. So I felt like that was more important than weekends. And if there was something going on, then I would take off on that weekend or take a vacation day so I can be with them for that. But yeah. So I used to have to work like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I would work a 56-hour shift. And then it got to the point where that was my me time. Shoot, I was just kicking it at work, chilling or whatever. And I would just go in on Fridays after I took my kids to school. And I would work the weekend and be at work. And then when I came home, be back in mommy mode. So that's what's up. Weekend girl. Is that the name of a song? Or am I just making that up? I just getting satisfied through the weekend. 56 hours in 3 days. Yep. Like you would work like 8 hours on Friday, and then like you would either work 6 to 2. Like if you went in like on a in the either you were AMs or PM. If you were AMs, you work 6 to 10 for 2 days, and then you work um 6 to 2 on that third day, and you get off at 2. But you sleep there too. So I was a probation officer, so that's how I did it. I would work from 2 p.m. I would go to work at 2 p.m. and then I would leave at 10 p.m. like that Sunday, but I would sleep at work. So I wasn't just at work and then go home and sleep. I did that for a while too, but that was when I worked close to home. But when I worked further away from home, I couldn't sleep at home. It wouldn't have been possible anyway because I would have had to commute home and then get up and all of that. So they don't really wake you up at night, but you are responsible for waking up in case something happens. So yes, you sleep there. You're not into that bike to bike no more. That's what's up. Yep, I gave up that narcotic. Everything is a narcotic. Anything could be a narcotic. I got that from What's Love Got to Do with It. But yeah, that bike to bike going every day is not it. I'm telling you. And that's why I liked being a probation officer and I liked working like that because you could be in California or in LA County, you could be a probation officer who works in the field, like the type of probation officer that people come into the office and see, that drug test and all of that. You have cases, and they have a lot of cases. And you go do home visits, things like that. Or you have somebody who's on what is it called, house arrest or community supervision rather, or you can be a probation officer that sits in court and writes the reports for the judge to see if that person should be remanded over to custody there is or if it's feasible for them to return to the community. So there's different functions of probation. For me, I worked with juveniles and I worked with them at a detention camp, and I would, we stayed there, we slept there. So you would do 56-hour shifts. And like I said, they would be either AM or PM. And I liked it because I had a family and I could go away from 2.5 days. I had my family who would keep my kids when they were little. And I could be home with them during the week and I could still be a mom and make sure that I was there for what they needed as far as school. Because my kids really liked for me to be able to take them to school and drop them off. Give me 2 12s and it's up. Right. That's so dope. And well, I am retiring now, Butterfly. I was a PO, so but I am still actively a probation officer, but I'm in the process of retiring. No, I'm not a nice probation officer. Juveniles are the worst in a detention center. You know what? It's different now. I probably wouldn't have even taken a job if I was entering there today, but it was a lot. It was a lot. That's why I'm retiring from it early. It was a lot, and I didn't think it was a lot, but it was a lot on me. So I'll just say that for now. I'll do that story time probably at a later date, but because right now, like I said, I'm still in the process of retiring. I'm so proud of myself that I'm not entangled up in the criminal system because that seems like it's a tiring process and a cycle. Yes, with juveniles, a lot of times they end up in the system because of a lack of parenting or a lack of functioning home life. So, because you have to think about it. How do you get incarcerated at 12 or 13? Okay, 17, 18, you're kind of a young adult and you're making more of your own decisions. But we've had kids as young as 8, 9 years old. And that's a parent thing. And sometimes the kids don't have parents, either because the parents have passed away or the parents are incarcerated themselves. And sometimes, you have criminalistic families and they pass that down from generation to generation. Like, It's okay to go out there and sell your body. It's okay to sell things. It's okay to be in a gang. That's like, it just goes down from there. Yeah, right. Absolutely right, Butterfly. So, you guys know I'm a talker. Once I get to talking, I talk. On here, at least at home, in my home life, I don't like to do a lot of talking. I don't like to say anything more than once. And as a probation officer, that's who I was. I like to say what I'm going to say, and I like to keep the kids busy listening to me, or keep them busy doing something, because as long as you have their minds, you can change their outcome. Like, maybe not today, you didn't change who they were, but moving forward, that they'll take those gems that you dropped. And I got that a lot when I was, working with kids. They would say, Miss Howard, do you remember when you taught me this? Or remember when you told me that? You were right about that. And so, I was definitely a yapper, and definitely one of those probation officers that stayed in the kid's ear, because I knew once they left, I wanted to give them something that could change their mind or change their outcome, even if it didn't benefit them exactly that day. I knew that I wanted to put something in them so that when they returned to the community, they would have a different opinion about life, right? That's sad when kids don't have great parents, as an example, right? Especially the kids that look like us, like Latino kids, their parents will be there every visit mostly. But a lot of the kids that look like us, their parents didn't show up, or they would come sporadically. So that was disheartening. So, quite frankly, that's a lot of the reason why a lot of kids end up in the justice system. They don't have a family to go home to. There was this one kid there, and he just kept coming back, and he just kept coming back. And at first he was so irritating, but then once you got to know him and he got to know you, he was very respectful. He reminded me of a little Chris Brown. He looked just like Chris Brown, cute kid, but he didn't have a family. And when I ended up seeing him at a gas station, and he was just standing in front of the gas station asking for money. He didn't have anywhere to go, and that's how he kept coming back into the system. So yeah, now they're changing that. In California, they want jail to be the last resort, but at the same time, these kids still need a safe place to go to. And for a lot of the kids, coming to juvenile camp was the safest place for them, because LA had a lot of gangs at the time, and like I said, a lot of human trafficking with the young girls. So being with us meant that those kids weren't being exploited and vulnerable. Right. And sometimes it's not even the kids don't have a good example in the parents. Sometimes the kids get with other kids, and they start doing different substances, or they'll start getting into different things, and um, they get caught up into the life. And it's very hard once they start getting into recreational drugs, or once girls start getting into selling their bodies. It's very hard to get them out of that way of thinking, because it's like they've been brainwashed, so to speak, when they're in a gang, or when they're being pimped out. I mean, it's crazy. So yeah, but I liked my job, but at the same time, I hated it. So if I could do it all over again, I probably wouldn't have been a probation officer. I probably would have done something way different. I would not have done anything that had to do with human services or social services, because it takes a lot out of you. And for me, one thing that I didn't like about it is that you don't get to make any choices. You don't have anything to do or say about how programs are run. Like, you're told what to do, you're given a task, and that's it. You don't really get an opportunity to have the freedom to say, no, I think it should go like this, or I think it should be like this. And so that has a lot to do with rewarding feeling that you have for doing something. And nobody really cares about my. The kids are allowed to do pretty much what they want to these days. And It's like if you want your job, show up. If not, then somebody else will take your place. Yeah. So now, writing books and creating content and things like that is more my thing. And being a consultant, I think I just want to do something different, get my retirement. Maybe I'll work in the public sector again, but not like that. Not with criminals. Definitely not. Yeah, I'll leave that to to others who have more of a strong mindset than me because I couldn't fade it. I cannot fade it. I'm used to my kids doing what I tell them, and if they don't, it's a consequence. It's I wouldn't say it's not for the weak because I don't think it's weak to not accept disrespect, or I don't think it's weak to to assert yourself and demand that you be respected on the job. I don't think it's weak to say, hey, I need a break. I don't think it's weak to say, hey, these kids are out of control and we need to do something about it. I don't think that's weak. I think it's weak going to work and knowing that your body is tired. There's so many people that have had car accidents where I work at who have had heart attacks on the job. Even sheriffs, because they're working them too hard. They're not looking at them as humans. They're looking at them as numbers. We need you here. Somebody has to do this job. Well, if you kept it safe, and if the powers that be, if the people who are the leadership, if they did their jobs correctly, then people would come to work. But people want to come to work because it's messed up and they don't feel safe. And if the staff don't feel safe, if they feel like they don't have, or the officers don't feel safe, or like they have any say in, or any autonomy in where they work, then who wants to go to work for that? Nobody does. It's becomes stressful. It becomes bad for the kids and the staff. And so that's what you have there now. And I'm so glad I'm not there going through that because absolutely not. Absolutely not. You're not going to keep me at work for 20-hour shifts. They have done that before though. When I'm pregnant, they have me and I didn't mind it because I didn't mind getting the overtime if when I wasn't pregnant, but I am pregnant and I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go home. I'm like in the middle of a pregnancy, like maybe 6 months, and they're like, oh well, you got to get held over. I'm like, I got to get held over. I'm pregnant with child. I haven't even had lunch. I don't have any food to eat. Oh, well, somebody will come bring you lunch. No, nobody's going to come bring me lunch. You're going to have somebody sit right here and I'm going to go get my own lunch. You're not going to have somebody bring me anything. So that's the kind of shit I went through, y'all. For real. Whew, I do not miss that. Oh, yeah, in the prison, they would keep you there. Yeah. I mean, but like I said, you know what you sign up for. You know you're going to work all holidays. You know that you can get held over if staff is short. You know, if anything can happen and somebody might need to call off. But they shouldn't be short staffed. They should have enough staff working there, right? So so that they have more than enough people, but they don't do that. These systems will cut corners and expect you to pay for it, you know. So they didn't hire enough people. When I first got there, they were hiring, doing a lot, hiring like hundreds of people. But, you know, I guess they wasn't retaining them because people still retire. People quit, go off to better or bigger things, whatever. So, yeah, but this little girl done came in here about 2 or 3 times looking for her mom. So I'm going to get off this thing and I will talk to you guys probably tomorrow. You guys have a blessed Tuesday and keep the content going. I love you guys. Have a good day. See you guys later. Jazzy, Yo Yo, Butterfly. Have a good day.